Good evening. This is John Young with the Disc Jockey News, Disc Jockey News TV, and well, whatever else we happen to be doing this week. We are coming to you tonight from DJ Expo. This is Michael Joseph. Michael, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
Michael's going to be coming on and doing some cool stuff with us on the Disc Jockey News TV channel. If you haven't checked that out, go to djntv.com. Michael, we've been here at DJ Expo now a couple of days. We did a little recap. I did one last night. Let's look at today. What kind of things did you see today that kind of stood out?
For this year, one of the things that I thought kind of stood out for me is there's more variety of stuff this year. I mean, we're seeing everything from new miniature lighting that you guys, one of your videos that you're going to cover is some of the small ones that American DJ puts out and stuff like that, and then also into the further end of it is stuff that we had seen, specialty stuff for parties and different things like that, like the one product where you can get printers to print on fingernails for teen parties and stuff like that, and that's a whole nother thing. But it's just that the DJ market is expanding so much. GoPro has their own thing here this year, and I thought that was kind of cool. And I'm liking the variety of different products that are being shown here.
Yeah, there definitely have been a lot of different things. And you mentioned the fingernail thing. It's literally a printer. You stick your hand in there, you get it into position, and it prints on your.
If you're wondering what purpose that is, you think of it on the lines of renting a photo booth for a wedding. It's on that sort of thing. It's an add-on that DJs are going to do, but it's a very unusual one. Along with the photo booths and the lights and all the other stuff, there's just the growth. I think has just it's becoming more than just for DJs. It's parties, and it's really expanding, and I like seeing it that.
That's definitely something you see. Last year, I believe, if I remember my count, we had 8 different photo booth companies. I don't think we have 8 this year.
No.
But we are seeing some very interesting designs in the photo booth. I think the design is kind of evolving.
It's taking a very kind of, I want to say Instagram look, if I can, in the way it is, and the way they're not just portraying the booths, but the physical booth itself is taking on an image too, to where it's just not a curtained off thing over in the corner of a wedding or whatever. It's very aesthetic, and green screen is a big one too this year. That I've seen some very good green screens down there, that put out quality stuff for the folks too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think the quality has really taken a jump here in the last couple of years, but we're really seeing it this year at the show. It's really kind of a neat thing. And then in the audio arena.
Oh wow, the wireless, smaller, less wattage, but more power. Like every booth this year is showing some sort of audio output that, even on the low end, sounds incredible.
Yeah, and when you mention size, I mean, there's some very small, and things that we'll have some video on, but we haven't seen before that are just incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible stuff. You mentioned lighting.
Yeah, there were 3 booths actually this year. You're going to be talking about one in one of your interviews with lasers, and customization of lasers is in the aspect of where most people look at them as like the gobo stuff. But now that the laser market's coming in there, and it's a simple program, a lot of them are just flat out, plug and play. You create a mask or take a JPEG and create an image, and you're throwing the laser up on the wall with that image. And that stuff is coming down into the user's hands with an easeability that is just, the average guy, has the money and wants to take the time a little bit with the program, can make an event extremely cool and special. And, beyond weddings and parties, something for your community that they're doing, a bicentennial or something. It's stuff that it's expanding the DJ market more than playing music. You're becoming much more of a production now. And I think that's what we're seeing a lot of with so many different booths, is that it's showing the production side of what we do.
Yeah, I think so. And speaking of the lasers, one of the areas in which a lot of people have concern about is the legalities of some of these, because there are some very, very bright lasers down in that room for the different companies. And you were talking to someone about that a little bit.
Yeah, the one company that they had talked about, that along with purchasing the product, you will get a certificate to where you fill out and go through an actual official licensing to use a laser product in the U.S. And then beyond that, they let you know what states require additional licensing or registration for use of it. And that's part of the package that, when you purchase it, they say, okay, we're going to make sure that everything's legal from then on out.
Wow.
And I thought that was kind of impressive that whole thing was just, no, right here, we give it to you, and you fill it out, and you're good to go to use it.
Yeah, very good, very good. Crowds today. What did you think of the crowd?
Amazing. Day one is always in the showroom floor because this was the first day for the showroom floor. People everywhere. Just everybody trying to see the new products, the new controllers, the new lighting, the new sound, the new everything, and you don't get a whole lot of time to put hands on because you have 15 people standing behind you. And that was one of the things that I had told John, that I'd stopped over at the Pioneer booth and I just wanted to get a quick video of something, and I couldn't get out of there. I kept talking to the next person, which is good, but you spend the whole day there and you lose 6 hours in a blink of an eye, an absolute blink of an eye. You lose 6 hours of your life in there. At least I do. I geek out about it. So
yeah, that's cool. Now, and the final thing I want to talk about, and we'll wrap up our recap for tonight. We saw it yesterday, so it really wasn't something we saw today. But what did you think of the Newmark, the NZ controller?
The NV, the one with the dual screen,
NV,
yeah.
NV, I'm sorry.
I'm really impressed with it for a lot of reasons. Like hands-on, like I said, the thing weighs 7 pounds, and that's less than a lot of people's laptops. Sizing-wise, it's not too small to where you feel cramped on the real estate, but yet again, it's not too big to where it's not have a portability into places that are small, whether it be a small club, DJ bar, whatever, or wedding. It's not taking up a lot of real estate. Very powerful, very tactile. Everything is just, I think, put in the right place. Its integration with Serato and the different things that it's working there. If you like Serato and you like controllers, this is you're gonna look at this and you're gonna go, whoa. The thing for other guys who maybe use Tractor, who use Virtual, or maybe the algorithm program or something, it's not so much because it's mainly tailored towards Serato. But other than that, I mean, I think they've opened up it's just a whole new avenue right now with that, to where an average DJ who doesn't have to search for hundreds of songs that kind of goes folder by folder, your laptop can be closed off to the side, not taking up any more real estate, not showing anything. You're scrolling through, loading, watching your waveforms, everything, effects, all of it right there on the board.
Yeah, and I hadn't really thought of the importance of that. I kind of was wondering, it's like, well, I can see it on laptop. But then when you guys were talking about it, and the idea that I can be watching what my hands are doing, and I can see the waveform right there, instead of my hands here and looking up at the computer there. And that was, I hadn't even put those two together.
It takes away a lot, even that, and some of the stuff that the DJs who do the performing sides of it, you don't have to have that laptop blocking you. So your audience can see more of what you're doing, if you're performing with it. Or if you just want to be seen by people, if you don't have the laptop in front of you blocking. Again, the downfall is the fact that if you are a person who searches and types for songs a lot, searching genres, if you do, a multi-genre thing, you still are going to have laptop open. But if not, if you're a genre person, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. But the lightness of it and how well it worked for being so light, the two of those together, I think, we've always felt that something, the lighter seems cheaper. Not on this case. Yeah. I think that they hit a good balance on all of it.
Yeah. It'll be neat to see as more of those get out in the field.
I tried to take one, but they said,
They were pretty quick. It said.
Yeah. It's from what they did say also, pre-orders are capacity. So they're sold out on pre-order already, and it's shooting for October. And I think they told me a $600 to $700 price range. So I think that's really good for something of that quality.
Yeah. That's, again, a nice looking tool. I mean,
it's a very sexy unit. That's all I want to say. Yeah.
We'll have more video and some pictures and different things for you to take a look at those, because from what our understanding is that this is only the few of them in the world to a point are here.
Yeah, unless you've been here or work for them, you've not touched one. That's all there is to it. That's what yesterday, being in the showroom floor a little bit early, I was kind of, gravitated towards it quickly. And he's like, yeah, you're one of the few non-employees that have got to play with that. And I'm like,
all of a sudden you started drooling.
Yeah, I get a little geeked out. If you have to understand me, and that's, with the show that I'm going to be doing with these guys, it's called Tech Talk, and it's the more technical side. And I'm a kid in a candy store. That's why I said I lose 6 hours of my life walking in that showroom floor, but love every minute of it.
Great stuff. Well, we're wrapping up our recap. Just let's take a couple of seconds though. Kind of give us a little bit of a background. Your DJ kind of history. How long have you been doing it? And what kind of shows and such?
Long history of DJing. I don't have to say how old I am, but my first paid gig as a DJ was a Hawaiian luau in 1987. So I am going to say that long. I'm currently primarily a club DJ. I do special events, everything. But I've been DJing full time quite a while. Run my own company with my motto is music, media, and more, which showing a little bit of everything I've done. And as I'm developing, through life and the different things and the knowledge and the fact that I have such a geek attitude towards this, I've been asked by a couple different people on writing and videos and stuff, and that's how this is all kind of developed. And you guys saw one of them, and I didn't even know that was on your radar. When you had mentioned that to me, I was like, oh, I didn't even think about that. You saw that, and it's just all part of everything in my life. Like I said, I DJ full time, but I'm also slightly obsessed with everything else. So when I'm not DJing, I'm looking and reading and checking things out and asking people, or if there's a product that somebody has, I'll go right on Facebook and ask any of my friends that have it, can I come to your show and check out the thing you bought? I want to see it. So that's kind of what the show is, a little bit with the history of the DJing and the stuff that I do. I want to take that in and share my obsession, if I can say that, with you guys, and try to help and learn and spread the knowledge, like I said, because it's something that all of us DJs at some point, kind of get, whether you're a vinyl guy that is into vinyl stuff, I'm going to be covering the technological side of that kind of stuff, when all the add-ons and the stuff. And one of the things I did today was review the Reloop player, which is an all-digital vinyl DV player, and that's kind of stuff. I'm going to be covering everything, not just the controllers, but that's with the history of everything. It's just you're going to share in with my musical and DJ obsession.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No, it's not.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good. Beautiful.
Nice. Well, thank you guys for watching our recap of Day 2 with DJ Expo. Tomorrow, we've got another full day in the exhibit hall. We're going to talk a little bit more tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're going to be talking to some people about the seminars who've been attending some of the seminars, being that we're kind of focused on the exhibit hall because that's kind of where we're doing videos to bring this information to you. But we want to talk about the educational side of the show tomorrow night, and then we'll give you the latest from the exhibit hall. So once again, Michael, thank you very much coming on board, and looking forward to the Tech Talk segments coming up here on DJ NTV.
Excellent.
More videos will be going up tomorrow on our YouTube channel, so you're probably seeing this on YouTube channel right now, but if not, go to youtube.com/discjockeynews. You can see more stuff coming tomorrow. And we've also got the DJN TV stuff. You can go to djntv.com and check out the shows every night at 9:30. Once again, this is John Young and Michael Joseph. Good night.
Good night.